let's get back to our cookbook series. Let's make a dessert. Today, I'm using the cookbook from Richland Baptist Church in my hometown of Morgantown, Kentucky. Here's the front of it. If you have this cookbook, follow along. It's going to be a good old fun day. We are on page 27, and we're making Debbie Young's and Sue Whittinghill's, which is my daughter's aunt, apple Kuchen, y'all. So let's get to it. First off, preheat your oven to 350 and grease you a 9x13 pan. I'm so excited about this because it's almost fall and we love apples. In my mixing bowl, I have 1 stick of melted butter. To that, I'm gonna add 1 yellow cake mix. And this is what I'm using. We're gonna dump it in here. Then we're gonna add 1/2 cup of coconut. Dump that in there. We're gonna stir it up, and this is gonna be our base. And we're gonna push this down in a greased 9x13 pan. It should look like this and be really crumbly. It's just like an easy, quick shortbread crust is all it is. So we're gonna take our clean hands, we're gonna push it down the bottom of the pan as hard as you can get it. And if you don't like coconut, leave it out. It ain't gonna matter. But I'm gonna leave it in because I'm actually for once gonna follow directions. So we're gonna put this in the bottom of our pan, push it down, and bake it on 350 for 10 minutes. Put a little muscle into it. There. That's what she looks like. Now, time to bake. While that's in the oven, get you a separate bowl. Put you a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar in there and a little bit of cinnamon. Measure with your heart. Mix it up. Put it to the side. The recipe called for 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and I'm telling you I put 2 because it smells like Christmas and I like cinnamon. Now in a separate bowl, take you 1 cup of sour cream. Put it in there. And the recipe calls for 2 egg yolks. Well, here's where my stubbornness comes in. I'm not separating it. I'm just using 2 whole eggs. What's it going to do? It's going to add me some protein is what it's going to do. So we're going to mix that up. Put it to the side. When that gets out of the oven, we're going to build it. This reminds me of a recipe my mama made when I was a little girl. It was called like apple dumplings. It was my mama's recipe, her mom's, where you made like homemade biscuit dough and you put apple pie filling in the middle and you rolled it up like a cinnamon roll. Brings back a lot of memories. I've not had those in years. So there. I think I'm gonna add a little squirt of vanilla to mine. My crust is out of the oven. Now it says to take 1 can. It is 21 ounces of apple pie filling. Spread generously all over the top of it. So let's do that. This smells so good. And you know what? You can put any fruit in here if you don't want apple. If you want more apple, use 2 cans. I think this would be good with pumpkin too, and I think I'm gonna do that next week. So now take our cinnamon sugar mixture, spread it all over the top of it. Got that done. Now, take our sour cream and egg mixture, pour over the top of this, spread it as evenly as you can. It says to put it back in the oven on 350 for 25 minutes and do not overbake. And yes, I put vanilla in my egg mixture. My goodness, this is gonna be delicious. Let me try to smooth that out without making a mess. I wish you was in my kitchen right now. It smells like fall, y'all. Right. Here we go. Y'all, look what's out of the oven. It smells so good. I ended up cooking mine for 30 minutes because I didn't like the way it looked at 25. And yes, it's done. It's not jiggly. It's perfect. There's the crust. This smells and looks amazing, but it's got to cool before you can eat it. So, go make you and your family an apple Kuchen. It's easy, and it smells absolutely heavenly and delicious. My kids are going to be so happy when they get home, y'all. This brings back a lot of memories when I was a little girl. It really does. So, this is simple, this is easy, and a lot of it is pantry staples. If you don't like apple, use a different fruit. It does not matter. Your kitchen, your recipe. So there you go. I about did it, didn't I? So go make you and your family one of these for dessert. Down here in the crock pot. Got crock pot meal going on. That's all I got to say about that. Video coming later. All right, I'll just tell you. It's Chipotle bowls. All right. My gosh, I don't know if I can resist this. Let's take a bite. Look at that crust. You got the fruit, and you got the topping. And I know I'm really gonna burn my mouth. I'm just gonna take a nibble. That is heaven in a bite. My goodness gracious. This is great. All right, open up. You know you want to bite. Go make this today. I promise you, you will love this. Have a wonderful day and go love your family. And I love y'all.